Hi, my dear student. This class will see about the continuation from the dental product. So, what is the role of fluoride? We'll see about it. Fluoride is anti-carcinogenic as it replaces the hydroxyl ion in hydroxyapatite with the fluoride ion to form fluoroapatite in the outer surface of the enamel. As we already discussed in the previous session, here the fluoride will plays a major role. It can be administered by two routes, orally and topically. Topically is nothing but an external application, orally by mouth to be taken. Fluoride in low concentration 1 to 2 parts per million if present in drinking water also causes the decrease in development of incidence of caries in the population. So fluoride can also be administered orally as sodium fluoride tablet or drops drops of sodium fluoride and 8% solution of stannous fluoride are extensually used for topical application. So two such well developed established fluorides are sodium fluoride and stannous fluoride. Here this two inorganic substance plays a major role. What are they? Like sodium fluoride and stannous fluoride. Next, we'll see about what is the role of phosphate. So, inorganic phosphate salts can also be useful in the prevention of dental caries. Phosphate ions are needed for stronger bone as well as for healthy teeth. So, soluble salts of phosphate such as sodium monohydrogen phosphate and sodium dihydrogen phosphate. So, these two type of phosphate like monohydrogen phosphate and dihydrogen phosphate can cause caries reduction in men. It also used as a cleansing agent. Next we'll see about one by one. So what are the two types of fluoride in the form of two inorganic substance like sodium fluoride. So as we'll discuss about in the manner of monograph, like what is the chemical formula for sodium fluoride? Sodium NaF and molecular weight 41.99. So it is having not less than 98% of sodium fluoride and not more than 100.5% of sodium fluoride calculated with reference to the dried substance. So we'll see about how do they prepare the sodium fluoride. So when hydrogen fluoride can react with sodium carbonate, it will give sodium fluoride and thereby removal of water and carbon dioxide. So alternatively, the another method involves the double decomposition of calcium fluoride with sodium carbonate. As I already told you, so with the help of hydrogen fluoride or calcium fluoride, we may treat with the sodium carbonate. It gives you sodium fluoride. Here there is a removal of water and carbon dioxide. Like when sodium carbonate to be treated with calcium fluoride, there is a formation of sodium fluoride and calcium carbonate. So these two methods for the preparation of sodium fluoride. Here insoluble calcium carbonate can be removed by filtration. While we are adding calcium fluoride when treated with sodium carbonate, there is the formation of sodium fluoride and calcium carbonate. Here the calcium carbonate to be obtained in the form of insoluble, so it can be removed by filtration. Next we'll see about what are the properties. So you know what are the properties of sodium fluoride. So it occurs as colorless, odorless crystals or as white powder. It is soluble in water but is insoluble in alcohol. On acidification of salt solution, hydrofluoric acid is produced. So while sodium fluoride on acidification, thereby the formation of hydrofluoric acid is produced. So this is weak acid and is poisonous. Aqueous solution of salt yield alkaline solution. So storage is we should concentrate while we are going to store the sodium fluoride. Why? Because in normal glass container we can't able to store. Why? Because it will corrodes with the glass container, ordinary glass container. So we have to store in the form of Pyrex bottle. So it should be prepared in distilled water and stored in dark Pyrex bottle. So it is the point to be noted. So what is the storage condition? Okay, next, what are the uses? As we know already, what is the use of pharmaceutical uses? It is used in the prevention of dental caries because of fluoride ion concentration. It is a constituent of some insecticides and rodenticide. So it might be used along with some of the composition for the preparation of insecticide and rodenticide. It is used in the preparation of toothpaste, which constitutes about 75% of sodium fluoride and 25% of glycerol. So usual dose 2.2 milligram equivalent to 1 milligram of fluoride ion. So application 1.5 to 3 ppm in drinking water. So in that role, the role of fluoride, either the administration by, we already discussed, by orally or by topically. Topically means just we have to place the apply on the surface of the teeth, or by internally we may take along with by mouth also. Orally also it will cure the caries, okay, or tooth decay. Then another example for fluoride in the form of stannous fluoride, SnF2, molecular formula SnF2 and molecular weight 156.69. So method of preparation, stannous fluoride is prepared by heating stannous oxide with gaseous hydrofluoric acid in the absence of oxygen. So when hydrofluoric acid along with stannous oxide, there is the formation of stannous fluoride and removal of water. This is the method of preparation. But in case of sodium fluoride, we have two methods. In the form of hydrogen fluoride or in the form of calcium fluoride can be treated with sodium carbonate. So there is a formation of sodium fluoride and followed by removal of carbon dioxide and water. And another method, calcium fluoride, can be treated with sodium carbonate. So sodium fluoride is formed and the calcium carbonate, insoluble calcium carbonate, can be removed by the filtration. But in case of stannous fluoride, when stannous oxide to be treated with hydrofluoric acid, the formation of stannous fluoride and water. So now we'll see about the what is the properties we already discussed in the sodium fluoride. It is colorless, odorless. So colorless, odorless crystal or as white powder. It is soluble in water but is insoluble in alcohol. But if we see about stannous fluoride, so it occurs as a white crystalline powder with a bitter, saline, unpleasant taste. It is freely soluble in water, practically insoluble in alcohol. Even sodium fluoride also insoluble in alcohol, but to be freely soluble in water. Here that insoluble in alcohol, chloroform and ether. Aqueous solution decomposes within a few hours with the formation of white precipitate. That means the stannous fluoride to be dissolved with the water. So there is the formation of white precipitate. They slowly attack classes. So this is also same as that of sodium fluoride, as we already discussed about the care should be taken while storing of stannous fluoride. So we should have care must be taken while storage on even stannous fluoride and sodium fluoride also. So what is the uses here? It is used as a preventive for dental. So both stannous fluoride and sodium fluoride preventive for dental caries. But the only thing we should concentrate for storage condition. So both are having corrodes in nature. So it should be stored for the specific container like a Pyrex bottle. Care must be taken on storage conditions. Next we'll see about what are dentrifiers or cleansing agent or cleaning agent, that I already told you. Dentrifiers, so it's nothing but we have to uh, clean our teeth with the help of brush, or there are the two formulation in the form of like toothpaste or tooth powder. That's nothing but cleaning agent, or we may call it as dentifrice. It's a medical term, dentrifiers or cleaning agent. They are dentrifiers. Dentrifiers is a substance used with your toothbrush for the purpose of cleaning the accessible surface of the teeth. These and all we already discussed from the beginning classes on topic like saline futures. So here commercial dentifrices are available in the form of paste and powder. So many dentifrices contain flavors and soap or detergent. The powders and paste contain abrasives such as calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, calcium sulfate, and insoluble sodium metaphosphate, calcium carbonate, and sodium chloride. So these are the powders and paste containing abrasive known as, I told you, it's not recommended by us, and the dentist only can use for cleaning and polishing. Like these abrasive is mainly constituent of calcium in the form of like calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, calcium sulfate, and sodium chloride or insoluble sodium metaphosphate. But toothpaste contain liquids like example glycerin, propylene glycol, sorbitol solution, water and alcohol, and thickeners like starch, tragacanth, algin, and cellulose derivatives. See, these are to be used for thicken the paste like a starch, tragacanth, or algin and cellulose derivative. Contain some of the liquids like in form of glycerin, propylene glycol, or sorbitol solution, or water and alcohol. So toothpaste contains some of the liquids and some of the thickeners, and also some abrasive that means medicinal substance in like calcium in the form of calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, and calcium sulfate, and calcium carbonate, sodium insoluble sodium metaphosphate, and sodium chloride. So next we'll see that the dentrifiers or toothpaste are responsible for physically removing plaque and debris. So they may also contain some sweetening agent. Certain individual may need an abrasive containing dentrifiers. Okay, so what are all the ingredients to be there? You may notice that at home also every day by regularly we are morning and before go to bed also we are cleaning our teeth. So you may notice that, and some either there are two formulation like tooth powder or toothpaste. You may notice that what are all the ingredients to be present in the toothpaste or tooth powder. Definitely it might be a one of cleaning agent or abrasive or some of liquid like glycerin, like that, like thickness. So these are all the, and also sweetening agents. Yes, these are all the main ingredient to be added in the all formulation like tooth powder or toothpaste. Now we'll see one by one what are all the abrasive. I told you calcium in the form of carbonate, phosphate, and sulfate, and sodium chloride and sodium metaphosphate. phosphate. So these are the example, these are the drugs to be used for, these are the pharmaceutical inorganic substance mainly to be used for the cleaning and or polishing purpose. That means abrasive. Okay, so what is the, let's see what is the formula for calcium carbonate. So CaCO3, and what is the molecular weight? 100.09. So some of us synonym, if it has, so we have to write about the synonym, or otherwise you may skip. Here we have synonym for calcium carbonate: precipitated chalk or precipitated calcium carbonate. It is the most abundant and widely distributed in nature as limestone, Iceland, spar, a wolomite, and shells of sea animals. So now we'll see the method of preparation. When calcium carbonate is precipitated, when carbon dioxide is passed through lime water, or a solution of sodium carbonate is added to calcium chloride, which results in the formation of calcium carbonate. That means calcium on decomposition, it is the formation of calcium bicarbonate, or in case of when calcium in the form of calcium chloride to be treated with sodium carbonate. So there is the formation of CaCO3 calcium carbonate and the removal of sodium chloride, like same sodium fluoride also we are taking, like in form of hydrogen fluoride or calcium fluoride to be treated with sodium carbonate. There is the formation of sodium fluoride. Like here also, when calcium in the form of calcium chloride to be treated with sodium carbonate, so there is the formation of calcium carbonate and sodium chloride. Now we'll see about calcium. What is the physical property? Calcium carbonate occurs as a white, odorless, tasteless microcrystalline powder which is stable in air. It is practically soluble in dilute hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, but is insoluble in water and alcohol. Insoluble. So all those from role of fluoride and role of phosphate also, so you may notice that all are insoluble in water and, sorry, here the calcium carbonate is insoluble in water and alcohol, but the remaining fluoride in the form of sodium fluoride and stannous fluoride, they will freely soluble in water but insoluble in alcohol, chloroform, like that. Then what is the uses? Here it is used externally as dentifrices, as a dental cleaning polishing agent for most toothpaste and tooth powders. So definitely you may notice that all we know all, there are the different types of like Colgate, Pepsodent, Sensodyne. So all those dental formulation, definitely it contains dentifrices and abrasive, like dentifrices, abrasive or sweetening agent, and thickeners, and some of the liquid to be added. These are the main constituents present in the all dental product. So it is used as a insecticide due to its fast action. Calcium carbonate is used as an antacid which neutralizes acid. Then calcium supplement in deficiency state as a food additive. It is also used in the preparation of homeopathic medicine. Next we will see about sodium metaphosphate. Sodium metaphosphate. So NaPO3, N is nothing but where may be two or more number of. Next, molecular weight. So here they not mention the molecular weight, and synonym will see Mandrella salt. Method of preparation. So dehydration of sodium phosphate. It is prepared by the dehydration of sodium phosphate, NaH2PO4, thereby the formation of sodium metaphosphate and removal of water. It occurs as a white powder, practically insoluble in water, and aqueous solution of pyrophosphate and hexametaphosphate, but soluble in mineral salt. So it is used as an ingredient in dentifrices, as cleaning and polishing agent, and abrasive detergent. Like one by one we'll see about dicalcium phosphate. So what is the difference between sodium phosphate, sodium metaphosphate, and calcium carbonate, and here dicalcium phosphate. So here CaHPO4 or CaHPO4, two molecules of water. Here molecular weight anhydrous 136.06, dihydrate 172.09. So anhydrous, hydrous, the nothing but how many numbers of anhydrous is nothing but without water molecule. Dihydrate, here the what is the name, what is we are going to read about dihydrate form of dicalcium phosphate. Here we may see that two molecules of water to be here. First one become a anhydrous and second one become a dihydrate. Why? Because it has two molecules of water, so it is known as dihydrate dicalcium phosphate. Here this first one CaHPO4 is nothing but anhydrous. Anhydrous is nothing but without water molecule, so anhydrous is anhydrous dicalcium phosphate. So synonym dibasic calcium phosphate, calcium monohydrogen phosphate, secondary calcium phosphate, calcium hydrogen phosphate. So method of preparation the same like in calcium chloride to be treated with sodium carbonate. So we produce the calcium in the form of calcium carbonate. Here also we may treat with dibasic sodium dibasic dicalcium phosphate also when calcium chloride treated with disodium hydrogen phosphate Na2HPO4. So it which gives the dicalcium phosphate and sodium chloride. Properties: it occurs as a white, odorless, tasteless and crystalline powder. The hydrated salt may lose water on exposure to air, but the anhydrous salt is stable in, that means without water molecule, simply calcium carbonate stable in water when compared to hydrated salt lost water on exposure to air. So it is soluble in dilute hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, practically insoluble in cold water and alcohol. It is used as calcium replenisher and dietary supplement, that means dicalcium phosphate. It is also used as an antacid. It is given orally as a source of calcium and phosphorus in calcium deficiency states in pregnancy and lactation. So the moderate abrasive quality makes it suitable for toothpaste and tooth powder. Thank you.